Hey everyone, Brooke here again. I wanted to talk about the new release that just came out for Terminus today, which is version 0.4.5. There's a lot of changes that went into this release, but there's really two that I want to highlight for this video. The first is firmware and the second is extensions. So let's take a look at firmware. So with firmware, you can now upload and build your own custom firmware. By default, the firmware that is synced within Terminus is always our officially supported firmware, and that's denoted by terminal here. You can see that it's officially supported by terminal. But if you want your own custom firmware, you could come in here and say maybe you built your own patch. It'll default to Terminus, so you know the distinction between our officially supported and what's local Terminus. And then you can upload the binary that you built associated with it. So what's nice about this is you'll see your patch version. You'll have the visual distinction that it's unique to Terminus. And then when your devices next make their API call to sync up, they'll detect that there's a new firmware version and then update to that. So a lot of power there in case you need that capability and you need your own custom firmware. In addition to being able to do this through the UI, you can also do this through the API. So I'll show you here through the project documentation. If we go out to the Terminus documentation here, and we click on API, and we go to the API documentation, you'll notice that there's a new firmware endpoint here, which is part of the server documentation, unique to Terminus. So if we click on that, you'll notice that there's all the various CRUD requests, right? You can pull back all the firmware, you can create firmware, patch it, and delete it. So with the GET request, you can get all the firmware back. You can get a particular firmware if you want to. You can go ahead and create your firmware. Just like in the UI, you can give it a version, a kind, a URL to where your binary is located, and then grab it that way. You can also patch it. So if you make a mistake to the version and you need to relabel it, or you need to upload a different binary that's associated with that version, you can do all that through the patch request. And then finally, once you have your ID in hand of the firmware that you're dealing with, you can delete it through the API, just like you can in the UI. So that's firmware, both UI and API support. Next up that I want to talk about is extensions. Nothing's changed much here in the UI, but you'll notice that there is a new button here called Gallery. Excuse me. If you click on this, you'll see that it brings back the entire ecosystem of recipes officially supported through our terminal community. And now that's available to you in Terminus as well. And if you browse through this, you can scroll down and just look at all the various recipes that everyone's built. It's endless scrolling. So what happens is as it gets to an end of a page of information, it'll pull in a new page of recipes for you. So as you scroll down, you'll see a slight loading, and then more recipes will just keep pouring in. So that's great if you just kind of want to sort of scroll through and browse and whatnot. But there is search capability. So let's say that you're looking for just comics and you just want recipes associated with comics. You'll get back the full page of comics. And if there's more pages to the comics, again, that'll be endless scrolling for you too. But this gives you a really nice way to dial things down. Like if you're just looking for dinosaur, you can just pull back any recipes that are related to dinosaurs. If you want to look for like weather or any other kind of specific category of recipe, you can pull that information here. The other thing that's nice is when you go through these, there's a little eye icon here, and that allows you to view it as it would be rendered on the device. So while these are kind of small, they're nice to skim through, but if you wanted to just look at these, see how they're rendering on the device, you get just a better view, and this is a nice way to kind of browse through as well. There's also a plus icon here, and this is to be able to support import. And you'll notice that it's not fully supported yet, but it is coming. So this is a placeholder for good things to come here in the future. Wasn't able to get it into this release because there's a few complications in being able to take recipes from our community and then convert and massage those into extensions within Terminus. But wanted to let you know that that is coming, and definitely putting a lot of work into that so that it's a nice experience. So that's it for extensions and firmware. I hope you enjoy this release, and I'll see you in the next version.